So there's a lot of hype around this OpenClaw, and I even did a tutorial myself walking through how to set it up. And as a cybersecurity background, I learned that there are a ton of risks with OpenClaw itself. You're giving access to your local computer, and the capability is a million times smarter than you. So it can create things, it can rewrite its own code, it can adjust its prompts after it writes it. So when you go in and look at the audit logs, they'll look completely different. So basically, if it wants to take over, it just will. It can max out your credit cards, it can lock you out of your house, it can spend all your money, it can delete your entire YouTube channel, whatever it wants really. If it gets out of control, it's going to be a huge problem. So what's the alternative? The alternative is a solution by Composio.dev, and they build something which requires OAuth and stays in the cloud. So that agent can never touch your local computer, accidentally or intentionally mess up a bunch of things. They've dubbed it TrustClaw. It's built on the same open source principles as OpenClaw, except it has all of the security measures in place, so it sandboxes the agent. It can still do 99.9% of what OpenClaw can do, except it adds a layer of security that you otherwise will not find. So here's what I'm going to do in this series for you. I'm going to build a TrustClaw agent. The first one is just going to be a lead generator for finding roof services that you can sell the previous agent that we created together. You can upload an image, analyze, and then it'll give them a cost estimate. And you can sell this agent to any roofer in the country. But that's going to be just one piece in a larger plan that I have. Because in order to leverage these AI agents, you really need to build a hierarchy. There needs to be a general in charge and then have a ton of worker bees that specialize in various tasks. And then you can be the shepherd who is in charge of all of these agents, and you can show up to a business and then solve their problems. Do you need lead generation? Do you want to sell a particular product? Do you want to build websites? Do you want to build products, execute code, manage people and human resources, sell insurance? You can have an entire marketing team show up. Somebody built a new product and they just need sales. They need expert people to show up and sell that product for them. You can be the solution. Show up with your agent worker bees and solve those problems for that business. I think that's the future, and it starts right now. So there's a couple ways to make the maximum use of this video. One is you can follow along, and I'm going to build this roof sniper, let's call it, the lead generator for roofers. And then I'm going to give you a copy of that if you're my affiliate in high level, or you can simply copy it and build it for yourself. It should be pretty self-explanatory. The last piece, if you have a clever idea of building an agent and then partnering up with me to go sell it to a third party, I'm all ears. Contact me. So step one, come over here to composio.dev and go ahead and create an account. Pretty easy. They have OAuth as it should, because that's what they're selling. Verifying authentication successful. Which roles fit you best? From developer, working on to level it up. Yes, connect to new apps. Okay, so you can plug in all your tools here. OpenAI, Claude, LangChain, Vercel, and then a few more. You install this by doing a pip install. Right, so you'll go into your command prompt or PowerShell and throw that Python command in, and it'll go out and pull that agent down. Then you have the agent code available as well, and then authorizing users manually. Okay, very interesting. So you can have other people use your agent. This would be probably leveraged when you sell it to other companies. So we can probably just keep OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI is fine. Let's go here, pip install, so you can hit this copy button, open up the PowerShell command. PowerShell, run it as an administrator. Go ahead and paste in your install command that we got from right here. And it takes a second, it starts downloading a bunch of things. These are all the different packages that are going to be downloaded, unpacked, assembled together in order to build the foundation for this agent. So as soon as it installed, it said, hey, there's a new version available as well. Do you want that one? If so, you run this command. Go ahead and copy paste that and hit enter. Okay, successfully installed the latest version, 26.01. Great. Okay, now that that's installed, it has this test for us to do. Basically, it'll send you an email saying, this is the test email. And that it's probably impressive, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a roof sniper. Okay, so basically after we install this, we're kind of done with this page. What is important is I need these API keys, not these ones because these are examples, but I need one for OpenAI so my agent can communicate and leverage that LLM. And then I need the API key for this Composio agent that I just built so they can communicate with each other. So let's grab the Composio key first. That'll be up here in settings, API keys, and then here's the key itself. Hit the copy button and then keep that somewhere a little bit secure for now. Now I asked Gemini to build me a Python script that can configure the agent accordingly, and it'll have these placeholders for OpenAI key and Composio API key. And I'll plug both of them in here appropriately. The rest of it is basically a prompt to the agent saying, you are a lead generation agent, search for Google Maps, for roofing companies, visit each website, scraping using the web scraping AI, which I imagine is one of the tools in Composio. And then if they lack anything like a chat widget or any kind of speedy lead generation tech tool, then they would be a lead. And we can mark them as high priority. And then you can run some functions over here to generate a report. Pretty simple. We need to convert this into a script. And the way we do that is we name it py or Python. So let's copy that, put it into a notepad. Then you go to File, Save As, call it roofsniperagent.py, and then change the save as type to all files, and then hit save. Now that it's saved, I'll go in here and edit both of these and plug in my API keys right here. So basically just replace all of that and put your key, and then replace all of this and put your Composio key, and then hit save. Now that we have the script on our downloads folder, let's go ahead and navigate there. Okay, now in the downloads folder, just be able to run this because I've already set the API keys. Python, called it roofsniperagent.thon. Okay, enter. It doesn't like the API key still. I need to set in the environment variables right here. I need to tell PowerShell what those API keys are. Otherwise it can't. So we're gonna have to do something like this, like environment API key. This is a variable, and then we're just gonna set it like this. And so we will need the quotes. I think I messed that up before. So for example, if your key is like this, then you would put that for API, for your Composio API key. And then you would do it again for your OpenAI AI key. So let me do both of these. Okay, keys are set. Sorry I couldn't show you that because those are my API keys, but hopefully that worked out for you. Let me go ahead and run it again. Hit the tab, make sure it's set. Oh, it's not there, roof something. There you go. Enter. Okay, so we're missing some tools. We need Google Maps and Apollo and also web scraping AI. I guess we have to do everything through the terminal here. Okay, so we have to put this exact line into our script because must have been a formatting issue. Let's go ahead and run it again. Okay, here we go. Enter the city to sniff for roofing leads. Let's just go with Sarasota. Here's my step-by-step process for your request. Google Maps search. I'll find roofing companies in Sarasota. I'll check their websites for AI chat widgets. Using Apollo, I'll find the owner's email. I'll compile the 5 high-priority leads, give you a business name, website, no missing AI features, and photo manual. Let's begin. Identifying roofing company in Sarasota, and then it stops. Tell it to continue or something. Okay, so it just read the line, but didn't execute the task. So we need to update the script some more. The tools were over here. We went ahead and fixed those. Now we need to update this input right here. Find 5 roofing leads, and so we need to tell it to like act now. Take that with this, and that's good. Act now, use your tools to find 5 roofing companies in city, and city was a variable that is what I entered. Okay, great. Hit save, the terminal, run the script again. Okay, let's enter. Okay, step by step. I'm working to find Tampa roofing companies and analyze their sites for AI gaps, but I need a connected Apollo account to fetch owner's email for companies listing AI tech. Would you like to connect your Apollo account, or should I proceed with just identifying suitable roofing companies and their website gaps without email address? Well, I kind of need email addresses. Okay, this is a moment of truth for Composio. Everything that they've been offering right now or marketing is we should be able to go to their website and probably under toolkits, connect Apollo. Okay, logged in. Let's go over to all toolkits, search for project. I'm just going to say create Apollo auth config. Okay, so I guess I need to connect the account and then give it an API key from Apollo. Right, so you have to go get the Apollo API key. So I guess one thing good is the tools are staying online. So I don't have to keep these keys locally in some .md file that if they ever get hacked or OpenClaw decides to leak all of them, they're gone. I need to go to Apollo, get a key, then plug it in here. So let's go over to Apollo, and this is it. So let's go ahead and log in. So using OAuth, very nice. Okay, so log in, go over to API developer portals. That's under settings, and then go to API keys, create one. Okay, I gave it a bunch of roles that I thought might be helpful, and then go ahead and set it as master key. Okay, so now I have my key. You should not be able to see this. I will hit copy. Here we are, back to Composio, Apollo, connect account. That's me. And then go ahead and paste my key in here. Connect account. Okay, so I should be good up here. User ID, it's just the first one initiated, timed out. By the time I got my API key, came back, plugged it in, it's active. So let's go run the script again. The root sniper, the city, let's go with Miami this time. I need to connect to an Apollo account. If you'd like, it can continue to still deliver. We couldn't like the Apollo key. Okay, so it's still not recognizing the Apollo key. Even though it's active, I've gotten rid of the wrong one and verified it's the right key. So I think I'm just gonna plug in the key into the script itself, which kind of defeats the whole purpose. So let's run it one more time. I gotta say, I was expecting this to be a lot less terminal and code-ish. It should have been more graphical. Yeah, so plugging in the key inside the script wasn't a good idea. Okay, let's move away from this PowerShell thing, because that's just a script running in PowerShell. It's not very special. Let's see what this playground thing is. Okay, chat with over 1,000 apps, power the workflow with tools from Composio. Okay, this is cool. So now you can plug in your tools this way. Here we go. And then you can just prompt it. Gmail, Google Maps, maybe this web scraping AI, I don't know. Okay, so what I'm understanding is you add these tools, and then when you give it a prompt, Composio will just create the script on the back end and then execute it accordingly. And before, we were basically editing a script, which is nothing special. So let's give this an intense prompt. I want to do all of these things and then provide a table of the 5 leads with name, website, missing tech, and the owner's email. Let's go find this. Send. Searching tools, Google Maps nearby, searching for roofing companies. Okay. So then you have to provide a connection, of course. Okay, I can do this. Let's start with Apollo. We have a key for that. Okay, Apollo's connected. Okay, so we still need Google Maps, web scraping AI, and Gmail. And this is what's good about Composio here is I don't need an API key for every single thing. This has OAuth, meaning as long as I can log into Gmail, I'll be able to connect that to this agent. Yes, you can do all of these things with my account, continue, and now Gmail is connected. Okay, so we have Gmail and Apollo, and now we need Maps and web scraping AI. I need a passkey for this one. Okay, let's grab my phone, scan this thing. Wait, I don't have a passkey for this? Try another way. Enter your password. There we go. That I do know. Continue, and that's connected as well. So I have the 3. The last one is web scraping AI. Let me go see how to get a key for this one. See, what would be helpful, because I did something similar with agentrage.com, have a button right here. So the user can just say, you don't have a key? Click here. It keeps the workflow going. So now I have to copy this, go to web scraping. Okay, grab the key from there. It's pretty straightforward. And then connect. Okay, now all the tools are connected. I'm liking where this is going. Now this is good. Okay, so those are all connected. Now we just have to give it the city. So let's say Sarasota, send. I think Google Gemini is headed this way already, where inside the prompt, you can now leverage tools to use to accomplish your prompt. But I do like this log from the side. It's nice. Okay, run into some error. And then if you expand it here, it'll show you what the script looks like. So it looks like it's still working, even though it says error generating response, please try again. Because right here, it asked a question on the URL, strongroofingsrq.com. Then the follow-on question is audit this roofing company website for AI chat widget and so on and so forth. And then it has all the parameters, and then ask a question for another company, roofingbycurry.com. And so it's basically going around. So I don't know if it's actually stuck here or is it still processing because these things are spinning. Let me attempt to restart it. Yeah, so we have the tools. They're all added. They have the API keys. Do it again because this time we don't have to pause for the API keys, which might have timed it out. Okay, so now it's moving along. Another error. So maybe it just shows the error while it is working. This time it stopped right on the first one. Arguments. Now I gave it a very simple task of just find me all the roofers in the city and give me their websites. 503, company search, failing 403, authorization failed. Okay, so maybe Apollo needs something. This might be an issue with my Apollo key itself. I don't know if Apollo charges to run it or if they have a free version. So let's see what options we have. Paste company names, and then I'll respond with their sites. Okay, Roofing by Curry was one of them, right? So let's say Roofing by Curry. Find official website for company name to Roofing by Curry. Oh, 503 unavailable. Send me the Google Maps link and then I'll give you the website. Okay, that's not as impressive as I thought. Okay, let's switch up gears a little bit because I think Apollo might charge for certain features for looking for like bulk searches like this. So I want to just give it a really basic, because it still has something. Like you can still do more things here than prompting this directly in Gemini, for example. So yeah, let's just say Gmail and say write an email to, which was kind of their test from the beginning. Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, hello, and then I'll just say send. Got a message ID, thread ID. Okay, let me confirm it actually sent. And sure enough, I go, hello, just wanting to say hello. Very nice. So just received this email from myself. Hello, just wanted to say hello. That's fine. Great. Okay. So there is something here, in conclusion. So if you give it the right tools along with the correct access and permissions, then it can do something. I tried to build something similar on agentrage.com, which is the same concept. You add prompt of what you want it to do, you give it the tools you want it to use, and then I went one step further by saying, let me use the system API keys to execute something, and then I can just charge credits for the user. So the user shows up and they just ask whatever they want to ask, and it gets it done. Instead of, hey, go find this key, make sure your account is set up, make sure you have money in your wallet, and then I'll do the stuff for you. So I like what Compovia is doing. This is definitely on the right track. I suppose you could add more tools like integrated with WhatsApp, and then I could communicate to it via my phone. Does it have Playground? Playground, I'm pretty sure, can manage a web browser and actually do things. So I can say something like, log into Go High Level and then find me all of my contacts that I haven't contacted in the last 30 days and then give me a list so I can maybe do those types of things. They do have a lot of tools, so they probably have that function. If you can think it, it's probably here. Each one requires some kind of, API key. Hopefully all of them, even though they're OAuth, right? Like you can just log in and connect to the account, but the account on the other end still requires a wallet, right? An API key probably that you have to set up. So it's kind of hit or miss. I don't know. Let me know what you think. You want me to do more videos on this? Give me a use case that I can solve for you. I'd be happy to jump in and build that out for you. See if it works. And then if it works, I'll just share it. However, I'm sure there's a way you can share these things, and then you can implement it into your business. So like and subscribe. We'll see you soon. If you want to do this yourself and you just need a little bit of help, join my Skool community, use my high-level affiliate link, and I will help you. Revenue that I generate from that, 20% of it goes into paid ads, and the leads, I share them with my community. With my affiliate link, you get a 30-day extended trial plus a bootcamp that you can go through. I have a 15-part course that gets you from initial idea all the way to operational agency. You'll get hundreds of pre-built AI agents ready to go, workflows, automations, website templates. I also have 40 plus businesses and marketing courses that you can then sell to your members. I'm heavily involved in my community. I join 7 days a week so you can have one-on-ones with me where we can build things, we can do think tanks and come up with business ideas. You can even join my businesses where I show you what I'm doing day in and day out. Everything is completely free until I get to maximum capacity. Join now.